Hello there and welcome back to another video. Now, I come to you from my living room floor because I felt like it, to be honest. It's got some good lighting as well, and also my beautiful, very grown up hat as well, because it is an absolute scorcher even where I am. So listen, I hope you're taking care of yourselves, hope you're looking after yourselves, and also hoping, obviously, that you're having as good a day as possible as well. So let's get straight into this video, and obviously there's going to be a couple of things to talk about, but the primary thing to talk about really is the next set of Premier League tests for the COVID-19 or coronavirus, things like that. We had 0 positive tests in the last round, and that's very good. But the next round is important for actually playing in the set of games that is coming up. Now, if anyone tests positive during this time, where it's coming up to games and such like that, because of the isolation procedures, where you have to isolate for at least 7 days or even 14 days. Not entirely sure which one it is, but if there's even a chance that one player does, then that player would not play and will not be able to feature within the next set of matches at least. If it's anything, depending on how the matches are going to line up, whether they're going to do midweek matches and such like that as well, which hasn't really been confirmed yet. Haven't really had anything. Obviously, we know we're getting midweek matches with Aston Villa, Sheffield United, Man City, Arsenal, all that sort of business. We know we're getting them because they're the catch-up games. But if they do decide to play some midweek matches and such like that, then yeah, it could rule them out of, say, 2 games or something like that. So it's going to be important, really, that while they get back to training, and listen, some of the training videos have been quite impressive. Obviously, I've been keeping a keen eye on Liverpool-based ones as a Liverpool fan, and seeing them playing 11v11, getting back up to full training, getting back up to full squad training, and really getting that fitness going as well. And some of it actually does look really impressive. So it looks like, at least from a Liverpool's perspective, that we will be ready to and raring to go. But as I say, the next set of testing will probably be quite vital. It is going to be vital. Let's not beat around the bush or anything like that. It will determine what players will be available. Now, obviously, there's going to be some that are going to be out for injury. There's also going to be some teams that are going to benefit from this break that the coronavirus and COVID-19 gave them. When you look at the likes of Paul Pogba, Marcus Rashford, I think is back for Manchester United. You look at Tottenham, they'll have Son and they'll have Harry Kane. I'm sure that there's other clubs as well who have had injuries. I think even Alisson obviously is back for us as well. So there's big advantages in some ways of this break. Obviously, not trying to take away the seriousness of the COVID-19 and coronavirus pandemic. I'm not trying to take away that at all. We know how devastating it's been, and it still is, even to this day. But as it starts to come back, you have to realise as well that some teams will have had a bit of a benefit in terms of serious injuries to big players. Harry Kane coming back for Tottenham is their most natural and best goal scorer. So with them fighting for the top 4, same thing goes for Man United. You look at Rashford and you look at Pogba coming back in, and even without those guys, they were looking pretty good as well, and they were looking to overhaul Chelsea into that 4th spot as well. So with those 2 players back, Rashford and Pogba, you'd have to assume that they would actually be looking to do a bit of damage on the likes of Chelsea, or Chelsea's Champions League hopes in that top 4 space. So, and then Tottenham are going to be in the chasing pack as well. Obviously Arsenal, while they look like they're well out of it, it could only take a couple of results here or there, and for other results to go their way where things could swing. So listen, there's so much up to play. Really, I don't know when the next set of testing is done. It's either going to be, I think, today, tomorrow, something like that, or Thursday perhaps, something around that sort of time. I imagine it's got to be pretty soon anyway, but it will determine if it comes back. Obviously, no one tests positive like the last round did, then everyone's going to be available up until that point. But hey, we will see what happens as well. And I also want to finish off a little bit. It's going to be a bit of a shorter video today, but there isn't really dramatically a great deal to talk about, really. But I want to finish off with Jurgen Klopp's words as well. Now, Jurgen Klopp has said, we can't get caught up in how good we were and how far ahead we were in the Premier League as well. We can't get caught up and just say that, look, all we've got to do is win 2 games and that's it. And we'll win our first 2 games back, beat Everton, beat whoever's next, and the title's ours. there's still, for us, there was 9 games left to go. So you got to win 2 of those games, or Man City have got to drop points in 2 to 3 games of theirs as well, and the title would be ours. But we can't assume that the title is ours already. Since the Premier League has been announced that it's coming back, and it'll be coming back, the 17th of June, since that was announced, it has been quite clear. You can see Liverpool fan accounts going absolutely crazy about, the titles coming back. The titles coming to Liverpool. I can't wait for the little feat of Henderson to do that little run up that he does, or that standing run up that he does before he lifts the trophy, like he did with the Champions League and the Super Cup as well, and the Club World Cup as well. He's going to be doing that, and people posting like pictures of birds and stuff like that with the like really fast feet and stuff. It's not a done thing. It really isn't, and I don't want to dampen fellow Liverpool fans, perspective on things, but nothing is done until it is done. It's like age-old advice that I'm pretty sure came from my parents. When you apply for a job, right? You don't start, and you go for the interview, you think it went really well, everything like that, right? And then you start telling people like, oh, I've got this job, I'm going for this job is definitely mine, right? And then what happens then is if it doesn't happen? So you've been going around, maybe you've been telling people at your current place of work or something like that, and you go around, you've been saying, oh man, this job is going to be perfect, can't wait to get out of this, this crap hole or anything like that. And then all of a sudden, maybe people start talking like, oh man, you've seen Big Ed over here, he's wanting to get out of here, he's mouthing off about how it's a done deal, he's getting out, blah, blah, blah. And then it doesn't happen. How much of a fool do you look? And you really feel it. Like if I go for job interviews, or if I go for, applying for other jobs or looking for a different career, whatever it might be, I don't tell anybody, apart from a very, very, very select few trusted people that I know would never tell anybody else. And I try and pass that sort of message on to everybody, like especially younger people that I work with. If you're going to apply somewhere else, do not start spouting off about where you're going, how your interview went. Oh man, I'm going to be making this much money. I was like, yeah, but have you got the job yet? Because if you haven't got the job yet, you can't be turning around and mouthing off, and management and stuff like that hear it, because if they hear that sort of stuff at your current place of work, they could just turn around and say, listen, you're not loyal, we're getting rid of you. Similar sort of thing applies with Liverpool and the Premier League title. Now I know it would literally take the most epic of bottle jobs to bottle this league from where we are right now. 25 points ahead as it stands until Man City play Arsenal, where they'll most likely close the gap to 22 points, barring an Arsenal masterclass. Right? So maybe we're going to be 22 points ahead. We still have to go out there and do our work, which is pretty much what Jurgen Klopp has said. We still have to work hard. We still have to play hard. We have to make sure we go out there and recognise that it's not done yet. It is not done until it's done. The title isn't yours until it's yours. So while it's funny and it was, it was quite, light-hearted in some ways to see, fellow Liverpool accounts and stuff like that going really, really crazy and, posting memes, gifs and such like that, and can't wait for Henderson to lift the title. But it's just more of a let's really, really celebrate when it's done. But it ain't done yet. And I've said that for so long. And I will continue to say that until it's done. Once it is done, then I will start to, celebrate in videos and stuff like that, and I will really start to go in on how good Liverpool have been. And there's nothing else to say really, that how good we have been. But we need to make sure that we go in there with a bit of a level perspective. There's been a break. Before this break, we weren't playing too well either. We weren't, we were coming a little bit unstuck. Had a couple of, iffy performances. Obviously, the Watford performance was awful. Had a decent-ish performance against Atletico and just absolutely let it go in extra time. It is what it is. We have to come out and, be the Liverpool that we have been all season. Win whatever games that come up. They're going to be difficult games. Everton will be a difficult game. I'm fully prepared for that. And I'm prepared for every single game that we play is going to be difficult. And I'm just hoping that everybody else is prepared as well. I don't want to say we've won the title before we've won it. Because if it doesn't happen, for whatever reason, I just, yeah, I don't know. I think because it looks so unlikely that we'll bottle this league, but there's still a chance. And that is the chance that I don't want to take at the moment. So I just want to like sort of temper some expectations ahead of the Premier League coming back. And also, we have to wait and see what happens in this next line of testing. But hey, I'm going to get out of here for now. I hope you have a good day. If there's more news to speak of over the next couple of days, I will make videos. If there isn't, I won't make videos, basically. These are the only two topics that I could think of to talk about today. And to be honest, yeah, there's not really a great deal else. You can do transfer speculation and stuff like that, and I have done some videos over the last month or so about a couple of links here or there, but let's just focus on what we can focus on for now, which is the Premier League returning. Maybe do some more Bundesliga videos and coverage as well, but for now, I will get out of here. Please make sure you have a good day. Hope you are taking care of yourself. If you're taking care of others as well, I hope you're doing as well as that as you can as well. And just, just be well, be safe, and do whatever you can to, to be happy, or as happy as you can be on this day. Hey, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go sit in front of a fan because it is so hot and I don't like it. Thank you ever so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, please do like it and subscribe if you're new around here. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll catch you later.